Welcome, Scorpio. This is Carolyn with Intuitive Enlightenment Tarot here to do your weekly 21st through the 27th read. This is going to be for important critical messages or, what you need to hear for your week of the 21st through the 27th. Now, if this doesn't resonate with you, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please chuck it in the bucket and check your natal placement because this is not going to be claimable by every Scorpio, okay? So if it's not your story, please don't try to make it fit. And I want to thank you, all my subscribers, viewers, cross watchers, people traveling through. Thank you for hitting that like, share, subscribe button. It helps me very much with my algorithms and putting me out there. And it keeps me motivated to keep doing the things that I love to do, which is loving to read, okay? All right, so let's get the party started or the story started. I'm going to go ahead and cleanse the energies within myself and in the room. Then I'll do a quick universal silent prayer for happiness, abundance for all beings. And then we'll get your story started. Here we go. All right, Scorpio, thank you. All right, happiness for all beings. Happiness gets happiness, all right? So we're going to use the Baharata, and then we're going to do a Celtic cross with the Manga Tarot. What is the most important message? There it goes. The Hangman. You could be dealing with a Pisces, and if you're not dealing with the Pisces, the Hangman is about taking the time through the week of the 21st through the 27th to make sure that you are seeing different perspectives, point of views. So you may be going through something, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, is that may be unorthodox, where you may need to seek a different perspective, or you're dealing with a Pisces. That is the major critical message for the 21st to the 27th about thinking things through in a different way. So maybe you're coming through something in a relationship or something that is at work or spiritual evolution where you're stuck at, and you just can't get past that plateau, and you just need something to bust that plateau up so that you can ascend and evolve in a relationship or career. Whatever the case may be, the message is that you need to seek a different point of view and perspective. Take a time out or take a step back to seek some enlightenment. It may be some advice you may seek from a Pisces, or you may be dealing with a Pisces, okay? So that's just the message that I have there, all right? So let's go ahead and get two more shuffles is what I'm hearing, two more shuffles, and we'll get that Celtic cross because that gives us a deeper dive into what the main issue and obstacle is that's holding you back, okay? And some recent past advice and near future. All right, here we go. All right, so what is, okay, that one already hit. Okay, so temperance. Okay, so your main message the week of the 21st to the 27th, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venuses, is taking the time, unless you're dealing with a Sagittarius, taking the time to heal yourself, balance yourself, taking a time out if needed. You're going through something that is causing you to feel a little pressured, a little off balance, where it comes to where normally you adapt and you're flexible like a water sign that you are, and you can flow and you usually figure things out quickly. Something has got you in a quandary in the 21st to the 27th, and it's causing you to have to think and rethink outside of the box. Something that is, hey, I need to take the time to balance myself, heal myself, take a time out, be patient with myself, because what I'm used to doing, how I'm used to doing it, how I'm used to approaching something in a relationship, career, or spiritual evolution is just not working anymore. Okay, so that's what the main message that I intuitively was hearing about the Temperance card. Or you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. All right, what is your obstacle in achieving this balance and this healing and this patience? The Chariot. Okay, so the Chariot in the reverse. So your obstacle, this is a Cancer. You could be dealing with a Cancer, and a Cancer person could be your obstacle. But if it's not a Cancer person, what it's saying is the Chariot card is talking about moving fast, moving quickly, taking action, not taking time to pause, okay? Acting like you need to do it yesterday. But when it's in the reverse, what it's telling me that your obstacle is you need to slow down. You need to slow down. You need to take a time out. You need to take a step to rethinking things, because taking action immediately like you normally do, like Scorpios, you're problem solvers. You guys can figure things out. You're very smart. You're detectives. But there's times when the same old approach in a relationship, career, or spiritual evolution is not going to work. And in order to get past a block or a plateau, you may need to do things differently, which means that you may need to slow down, not take action right away. Take the time to balance yourself, patient, balance, heal, think things out, all right? And once you become balanced and get some enlightenment, maybe with the help of a Pisces, things will start clicking into place for you. Okay. Thinking unorthodox and doing things unorthodox, because the definition of insanity is to keep doing things over and over, and just reacting and doing it in a reactionary, instead of doing it planned, methodically, thinking how I want to go about it. Instead of going at it in a reactionary way, that I'm just going to react to it and do it the same way that I've always approached things, doesn't always work. Your recent past message is the devil. You may have been dealing with a Capricorn. If you're not dealing with a Capricorn, the devil card could mean that you are dealing in the recent past with toxic addictions, associations. This could just be negative mind thoughts or thought patterns that you fall back on. So this doesn't necessarily mean drug addiction, sex addiction, or anything like that. This just could be toxic thinking, toxic patterns. So in the recent past, you were either dealing with a Capricorn or dealing with a toxic situation. And now you have to think differently and go about things differently in your approach, because the same old is not getting you detached from this toxic situation, because the devil's not in reverse, it's in the upright. Unless you're dealing with a Capricorn, Sagittarius, Cancer, you got a lot of energies here. What does the near future bring in for my Scorpios? The near future. The near future, I have the Six of Coins. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. So in the near future, what you're looking for is equal reciprocity. So what you're coming across the 21st through the 27th, Scorpios, is that the way that you created balance before, what worked for you before, the law of attraction that brought you what you deserved before is no longer working. You've gotten into a toxic situation where the old ways of doing things, the old toxic ways of thinking, being attached to something that could be negative, so it could be a toxic person, a situation, place, thing, through the 21st through the 27th, you are wanting your equal reciprocity. You're wanting change. You're wanting the effort being given back to you that you're putting into something. And doing the things that you normally do is just not working for you anymore, okay, is what I'm feeling intuitively. What is the distant past message for my Scorpio sun, moon, and rising and Venuses, this divine spirit and guides, that a karmic lesson that they learned from the past the hard way, that they need to use going forward in present and future decisions? The Queen of Coins. Come from a grounded place. Come from a stable place when making decisions. Don't rely on going on an emotions. Now, you're a Scorpio, so you're a water sign, so you deal with things on an emotional, reactive base, okay? But the Queen of Coins is not a person that goes at something in a reactive type approach. They're very stable. They're very abundant. They're grounded. They have long-term stability. They're very reliable, family-oriented. So whatever this means to you, it means that in the distant past, you learned the hard way that when you make decisions or when you're having obstacles and challenges, you have to come from a grounded place. You have to come from a stable place and not be coming at it with emotions like the Queen of Cups or the King of Cups, just reacting on an emotional basis. You either need to use the Queen of Pentacles or Coins, where a grounded stability factor, or you need the Queen of Swords, very factual and logical. But in this case, in the distant past, your karmic lesson that you learned that's going to help you with your decisions is to ground yourself. Ground yourself. And then come from a place of logical and factual stability, Midas touch. Everything you turn turns to gold. But you got to be coming from a grounded, stable place when you're making those decisions on trying to change whatever it is that's got you stuck and trapped and is no longer working for you. All right. So what is the near future, 6 weeks to 6 months for Scorpio? What is the near 6 weeks to 6 months for my Scorpio, sun, moon, rising, and Venuses? I got cards here. All right, so not those cards. All right, so Scorpio, you have a lot of cards here for your 6 weeks to 6 months. If you can take a step back, take the time to be patient, slow your roll, think about the recent past toxic thoughts, places, persons, things that are holding you back in the situation, whether it's career, relationship, or spiritual evolution. Thinking about the law of attraction, what you are, equal reciprocity is what you want. You want whatever you're putting out to be coming back at you. It's not happening that way anymore. Why? Taking a time out, seeking a different perspective, maybe with the help of a Pisces or Cancer or Sagittarius or Capricorn, a lot of energies on the board, but coming from a stable place to rethink, how can I be that Midas touch person? How can I have the results that I want? I have to come from a grounded, stable place. I cannot be just helter-skelter making decisions. 6 weeks to 6 months, you're going to get blunt communication. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Whether it's you giving the blunt, quick communication or whether you're receiving blunt, quick communication, it's going to be about something that you have wish manifestation about. So this is a Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is about wish manifestation. Something that you have been working on after taking a time out, seeking a different perspective, trying to break free from old toxic ways of doing things and thinking or people, places and things. Blunt, quick communication in 6 weeks is going to come in. That's going to feed your wish manifestation, something that you've been longing for in a soulmate connection. Could be a Gemini. Okay? So love, relationship, something that you've been divinely wishing for and manifesting with the Nine of Cups is going to come in, and you will be communicated with that, or you'll be doing the communication in 6 weeks to 6 months. If you use your groundedness, seek a different perspective about how to break free from this toxic situation, get that law of attraction coming to you like it is supposed to. All right. What is your present energies? The 21st to the 27th is now. You have a lot of present energies going on right now. So Scorpio, you are feeling that success. Okay, so the Six of Wands is a success card. So presently you're feeling successful, but the Queen of Wands is saying that you're in the energies of putting yourself out there and you're not taking the time to slow down. You're feeling confident, you're feeling successful, you're feeling that people acknowledge you. So you want to keep putting yourself out there in the limelight and being out there in the forefront. And the message of that is that with you doing that, you have the Eight of Wands communication. All right. So right now you're getting communication on a phone, text, email, whatever that case may be. Maybe you're traveling to another location, relocating, or somebody's coming to tell you some information. Okay. And I have here the Ace of Swords giving you divine clarity and knowledge. That could be this person that you're seeking enlightenment from as we speak. So that you can take charge in a situation, all right? Or maybe a leadership position being offered, okay? So what I see here is that in the recent past, you've had to try to break away from something negative, okay? Because the law of attraction, equal reciprocity, is what you're trying to accomplish. The divine spirit and guides is saying your issue is that you need to be patient. It's going to come to you 6 weeks to 6 months is when it's going to come. Slow your roll. Don't be in a hurry because you have to come from a grounded place when it comes to this situation. But your present energies from the 21st to the 27th is that you feel that you're successful, that you don't need to hold yourself back. You feel like the communication is going to be coming in that is going to give you clarity and knowledge. This is what you're feeling, okay? And allow you to step up. Okay? That's your energies. And the outside energies that is feeding that, Scorpio, for you, like you don't need to step back, like you don't need to take a time out, like you don't need to seek anybody's other person's advice. The energies that is giving you that is that you're at a crossroads. Should I invest into anything more or into this situation that's toxic, or should I walk away from it? Seven of Pentacles is talking about the crossroads. Okay, so the outside energies that's leading you to feel like you can be successful, that you don't have to hold yourself back, you don't need to slow your roll, you don't need to seek different perspective, is that you're at a crossroads and you don't want to be patient. Scorpios are not the most patient people. I know because I have 2 Scorpio children as well as some really, really good friends that are Scorpio. And Scorpios are not the most patient people. They see something, they go after it. That's how they are. Okay? So it may be a reminder from the distant past that you need to slow your roll and you need to come from a grounded, stable place and not just jump out there if you want the 6 weeks to 6 months to take place, right? Get some perspective. Get some advice because of this toxic situation that you recently... What is your hopes and fears, Scorpio? Your hopes and fears is that you can avoid a calamity. The Tower here is a Scorpio, scorpionic energy about leveling of your foundation. But your fear and your hope is that you can avoid and come out of a disastrous catastrophe event, okay? Your hope is to avoid that Tower moment. I don't want to have a leveling of my foundation in order to break free from this toxic situation. I want to be able to do it on the fly. I don't want to have to slow my roll and be patient, okay? But your divine message is telling you that you do need to. Your obstacle is that you need to slow down. Take heed of the situation in a stable, grounded place. Don't be in a hurry. Take a time out. Seek a different perspective. Being at the crossroads energy. Okay. What is your outcome, Scorpio, for the 21st to the 27th? What is your outcome? Your outcome is the Ace of Cups in the reverse. If you continue with the present energies that you have of I'm successful, I know I got this, I'm going to put myself out there like the Queen of Wands, I don't need to slow my roll, I've got this, you know what I'm saying? I've got the intuition and the clarity that I need. I don't need to take anybody's perspective. I'm going to do what I do best. I'm just going to roll with it, right? If you do that and you don't take the time out while you're at this crossroads situation and take your past karmic lesson learned about being stable and grounded when you're making an important decision about law of attraction, what you're trying to get is a soulmate connection tie of what you're trying to, what you've been trying to manifest with the Nine of Cups, okay? You're going to end up not getting that universal divine emotional fulfillment because you're not taking the time to seek a different perspective, thinking outside unorthodox way of doing things and approaching things to break free from something toxic. Toxic thoughts, toxic way of doing things, person, places, or things. But sometimes we do need to take a time out, and Scorpio's not the one, usually, not all, okay? But most Scorpios seize the moment. They're like, I know what I want, I'm going after it, and I know exactly what I need to get it, but it doesn't always work that way, okay? So your affirmation, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and claim this if it resonates. If it doesn't, just chuck it in the bucket. This is for the 21st to the 27th energies, okay? About being cautious. You know, there's nothing wrong with seizing the moment and knowing and having your eye on the prize for wish manifestation, but maybe going at it a little slower, and you will still get it in the end. But if you go about it scattered and with the same energies of doing things on the fly, your outcome is that you won't have this emotional fulfillment. Okay? Your card I have is blessed. Yes, you are blessed, Scorpio. No matter what, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, you have appreciations and blessings. You do have things and reasons to be blessed and feeling appreciative for. But if you want more blessings, take your time. Do things a little different. And you will flip that Ace of Cups upright instead of being in the reverse. Okay? All right. So that's what I have for you, Scorpio. Much love to you till we read again. If it doesn't resonate, don't claim it. It's somebody's story about, you know, just taking the time to deal with your patience, because the 6 weeks to 6 months can be a very beautiful thing for you. Okay? Much love. Stay safe.